Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Imagine with Keira podcast. This is the first one I'm recording in 2024, so happy 2024, everyone. I'm so excited you're here. I will be interviewing Miss Wyoming's Teen 2023 today, and she actually is waiting in the waiting room right now, so I will let her in. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Imagine with Keira podcast. I'm joined by another very special guest today, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, guys. My name is Katelyn Reckard, and I am Miss Wyoming's Teen 2023.
Yay!
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad this worked out. This episode will be released a little bit later, but y'all, this is my first episode for the new year, so happy 2024, everyone. I'm so glad that right on January 1st, we're kicking the year off strong. Okay, let's get into these questions. Let's see. Where did your journey in the Miss America organization start?
I never thought that I was going to be a pageant girl. When I was really little, I thought the crowns were pretty, but I never thought that this world would be something I would get into. It really started for me around I think it might be 3 years ago now. When the Miss Wyoming's Teen at the time reached out to me, she had heard me in a concert, and she reached out to me and told me, hey, you have a really good singing voice. I think you'd be really good for this pageant. I had never heard of it before, but she said she would buy me coffee if she'd let me talk about it. So we went to coffee together. She explained everything that she had been doing with the organization, everything that she had been able to do and accomplish. And it was just really empowering to me to see what this organization had done. And I competed in 2022, didn't win the title. In 2023, here I am, Miss Wyoming's Teen.
Exciting. And I don't know when you're leaving for Miss America, but you're right. It's right around the corner. It's very exciting to see the journey there. Let's see what else. So you mentioned you're a singer. Can you tell us more about that and your talent?
I love singing. I started singing I've started singing since I was really little, but my first musical was when I was 7 years old. I was a little orphan in Annie, and it is one of my favorite memories because I remember being put on stage and our directors told us, you have to look really sad because you're an orphan. Like, as an orphan, you're really sad. You have all the ash on our faces, but I was so excited because this is my first time singing and little 7-year-old me. So I would go up on stage and there's so many little cute videos of me trying so hard to act sad, but just smiling so big. And after that show, I just fell in love with theater, and I've done at least a show a year since then. And I just love it so much.
Do you have a favorite show?
My favorite show is Into the Woods, but my school can never do it because we have to focus on big casts. So because the cast is so small, I won't be able to do it, but it's the favorite. I listen to the soundtrack all the time when I'm doing my homework. It's amazing.
It's a great, great musical. I love that one too. And maybe someday, I don't know, maybe in college or something, you'll get to do it.
Oh, it's so much fun. That would be a dream.
Amazing. Tell us about your service initiative.
My service initiative is called Step One, and it's all based on my own mental health journey. So 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and I was really confused at first because I'd never seen myself as someone who was struggling with this. I thought my life was very normal, and I just thought that how I was feeling was how everyone felt. But once I realized that, this really wasn't normal, I decided I had to do something about it. And the Miss America opportunity gave me that platform to speak out about mental health and talk about my experiences and advocate for others who are going through the same thing. So I've been spending my year talking to children, adults, everyone about mental health, the importance of it, and how to really get to know your mind.
Amazing. Let's see what else. Do you have a favorite phase of competition in the Miss America organization now that you've been competing for, I think, a couple years now? Do you have a favorite?
I love the interview. It's just my favorite because I love getting to know the judges and letting them get to know me. All the other phases are really fun, but in the interview, I can be myself and talk my truth, and it's just the best.
Yes, it's like the one time you really get to talk to the judges too. Like
Yes.
it's so special. Always
I
taking
want to
advantage
tell
of
them
that.
all my favorite things and everything I want to do. It's the best.
It's amazing. Okay, let's see what else. I have like my little list over here. That's what I keep looking at. So what year are you in school?
I'm a senior in high school
Okay,
this year.
awesome. Sweet. So I'm assuming college plans after high school plans are kind of starting to happen. What are your career goals long term?
I'm going to start on the college question because it has been such a journey. I leave for Miss America this Friday, but I have all of my college applications due while I'm there. So I'm having to blast through all of those and get those done before I head out. But it's been a journey. For my career goals, I really want to work in politics. I dream of being a US ambassador. I think that it's such a cool opportunity to get to travel and visit and meet other cultures while still representing our home country and meeting all these people and really just changing the world. And of course, another career goal that I have is to be the US representative at the United Nations. That would probably be after my time as a representative. But again, the United Nations has been doing so much for people's rights and human rights all around the world. And the change that they make is a change that I want to be a part of.
That's awesome. I saw like a hair sticking out of the side of my head. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. I had a question that was coming up in my brain as you were speaking. Oh, yes. Do you speak any other languages, or is there like a language you'd want to learn since you want to go into that career path?
I love learning languages, but I am such a bad language learner. I get halfway through it, so I know the basics of a lot of different languages. I'm conversational in Spanish. I really love learning Korean. I think that's my favorite one.
That's
I
awesome.
know basic phrases, so if I'm listening to like a K-drama, a Korean TV show, I can understand the basics without the subtitles, but if it gets any more complicated, then hello, how are you? The basics, I'm lost.
Honestly, that's more than the rest of us. That's very impressive. Who knows who
Thank
you will be
you.
an ambassador for someday? I'm so excited to see that journey for you. How much scholarship money have you earned so far in the Miss Wyoming organization?
Yeah, the Miss Wyoming organization has given me over $5,000 in in-kind scholarships, and of course, my presidential scholarship to the University of Alabama, which I'm so grateful for.
That's awesome. And I always say this, but hopefully more to come soon with Miss America right around the corner.
Thank you
Increasing
so
that
much.
money.
Yes, I'm working very hard, and
Yes.
hopefully the best is to come.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. Okay. You mentioned you're leaving on Friday, which is very, very soon now, seeing that it's
Yes.
Monday, so just a few days. Crazy. I'm assuming prep is very much underway, also probably packing, trying to rest, all those great things. So what does a day in your life look like right now as you're preparing to leave to go to Miss America?
I am a very late sleeper, so I'm not going to lie to you. My day does not start before 10 in the morning. I always need my sleep, so I'll get up usually around 10, and I've been starting my day with workouts recently, really just to help myself with honestly physical capacity, but also mental capacity. I found when I start my day with a workout, I feel more motivated for the rest of the day. And so, yes, I'm getting myself fit for hashtag Miss America Fit and our Rebel sponsorship, but it's just the best way to start the day. So I'll work out and then it's different every day for me. We have a big group chat of all of our state title holders, and everyone's talking about their packing, but I haven't started yet, and I'm a little nervous because that's probably really bad, but that's okay. I'm a late packer anyway. Hopefully, we're going to start that today, but I'm doing walking practice, making sure I have mock interviews done. I do usually 2 of those every week and listening to my talent song whenever I can. I don't always have the opportunity to sing it around the house, but just listening to it helps me so much. And just
Awesome.
making sure that I'm resting and
Yes.
getting that rest I need for Miss America's team.
Definitely. That's awesome. And I mean, packing, I mean, if you're used to late packing, you'll be fine. Don't stress it. There's also because, I mean, with pageantry, there's so many resources. So if you go online and you look up pageant packing lists, I'm sure somebody's already made something that'll make it easier.
I sure hope so.
Yes. I think, yeah, even if you go on like Pinterest, I know there's a bunch. When I pack for my state competition every year, I go through those because I always get scared I'm gonna forget something.
I'm so
I had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Okay, where was I? Okay, what has been your best moment as Miss Wyoming's teen so far?
My favorite moments are always when I get to talk to younger children. It's so empowering to be able to talk to them and tell them that no, I'm not a real princess, but I am someone who gets a really special job and an opportunity to talk about what I want and make myself a place in society. They always think it's so cool, but honestly, just inspiring those children and seeing the light in their eyes when I tell them, you know what, you might be the next Miss Wyoming's teen. It's so special to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, kids are the best. And the princess question is always my favorite too. Okay, what are you most excited for Miss America Week, which is coming up very, very soon?
I can't wait to meet everyone. In our group chat, we text every day, and it feels like I've met all of the state girls already, but it's incredible to me to think that we're actually going to be hanging out together in 5 days. It's insane. I'm so excited.
That's so awesome. I know, and I keep hearing about, I think you guys are going to Universal for a day. There's like a luau
Yes.
going on. It's going to be so fun to see all of the social media posts and the selfies coming through, the outfit checks. I can't wait.
I'm going to need an autograph for Miss America because
Obviously, yes.
she is such a celebrity. She's such a celebrity.
She is.
And I've been thinking about it, and I've been telling my parents and telling all my friends, I'm like, guys, I'm going to be in the same place as Miss America. I'm going to meet her, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we have I'm going to Miss America Week, and we have a group chat with some of the other local teens from across the nation that are going. And we were all talking about like even former state title holders that are going. Like
Yeah.
I think her name's Erica Parks from New York from a couple years ago. I think she was like second runner up or something. Like she's coming, and we're all just like, it's so exciting. I'm so excited. And to meet all of you guys too, of course, will be great.
Yes, we'll have to come say hi to each other.
Yes, of course. Cannot wait to see you sing and everything on the stage. It's gonna be
Yeah.
very, very cool. Okay, so since you've been competing for a couple years now, I'm curious if you have any pageant like superstitions or traditions or anything that you follow every time you compete.
Honestly, I really don't. My biggest tip for anyone who wants to go into pageantry or wants to compete is you have to keep peace with your mind during competition week. It's such a mental battle more than it is making sure that you're doing well in all of your talent, your interview, and onstage question and evening gown. It's such a mental thing. You can be as prepared as you want to, but if your mind isn't in the right place, you're not going to do well. So just making sure that I'm grounding myself and I understand that it's okay and whatever happens was meant to happen, and just knowing that I've prepared and I'm ready for this. That's my best advice.
Absolutely, keeping the peace.
Yes.
Let's see what else. Okay, I always ask this question and I always give a warning beforehand because it's either your favorite question or your least favorite question, but I feel like it's always important to answer it. So, why should you be the next Miss America's teen?
I should be the next Miss America's teen because I'm like such a real person. So many girls who are doing pageants have been very polished. And like I said, I didn't think I was going to be going into pageantry because I looked at the pageant girl as this very polished person. But having someone in that title who's going to be a real relatable person would be so powerful because not only would I have the eyes of all the pageant fans, I would have the eyes of regular teenagers, kids, parents, everyone. And I'm also not afraid to talk to people. I'm a people person, and I'm ready for this journey.
That's awesome. Okay, well, I know Miss America's Choice or America's Choice voting is going on right now, and I'd love for you to share with everyone how they can vote for you.
Yeah, so Miss America's Choice is underway, and if you're unfamiliar with what that is, that's an opportunity for you to ensure my spot in the top 11 at Miss America's Teen. Any vote means the world to me. There's a link on the Miss America website for all of our spot funds. If you go into the 2024 event page and then scroll down to Miss America's Teen delegates and scroll all the way down to Wyoming, there's a link to vote, and it's a link to a spot fund where we're raising money for the Miss America opportunity. $1 equals one vote, and no amount's too small.
Awesome. Well, I'd love for you to also tell everybody how they can follow you on social media. That way they can see your journey at Miss America and then also for the rest of your year as Miss Wyoming's teen.
Yeah, thank you. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my official account is Miss America's Teen Y, W-Y, and my personal account is Katelyn.Reckard, which you can find on my teen account.
Awesome.
But please come follow my year. It's been exciting, and I'd love to share with you guys.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for doing this today. You are incredible. I cannot wait to see and hear, I guess, your talent on the Miss America's Teen stage, along with you talking about your service initiative, your evening gown, your fitness, all of those great things. I'm so excited to see all of that for you. And thank you again for doing this today. And I'll see you in like less than a week, I guess. Awesome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
She is awesome. I'm so glad that I got to talk with her today. If you or someone you know would be a fantastic guest on the Imagine with Keira podcast, feel free to email me at imaginewithkeira. Keira is Keira @gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Miss Fresno County Teen and at Imagine with Keira. And this podcast will be out on YouTube and Spotify if you search Imagine with Keira. You can also follow me on TikTok if you're interested in more shorter videos at Blondie Bix for Bixler. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be water, my friend. I am Keira Bixler, and this is Imagine with Keira.